1 month later. Well, here we are. We are back at your very own Freddy Fazbender's pizza joint. Yes, Bear in all her glory. It's the last day of the month, so you'd better check up to see how Phony's getting on. Right. Alright, let's see what we got. Should be making a lot of dough if you ask me. What music would you like to play? Surprise me. Hey, Phony, how's it going? Yes, I can hear you from 2 feet away from me, buddy. Hey, Bows. Welcome back to the new and exclusive Freddy Fazbender's Pizza Joint. It's exclusive because the others are all on fire, have gone moldy, or have been converted into a Walmart. Yeah, let's just be perfectly honest here. Wait, are any of those old locations still on fire right now? Yeah, one of them is anyway. There's a location that's been on fire since 1990 or 79. What is that place made of? I hope the genius that came up with that idea to build a Freddy's location on top of an oil rig is long dead, to be frank. An oil... Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna shut up. Okay, so I'll just give you a quick rundown on how exactly the place is doing. Long story short, we're broke. Yeah, we're out of money. What do you mean we're out of money? I spent a lot of... Oh wait, maybe he meant we broke even. Holy crap, we've done far better than I expected we'd do. Sir, with all due respect, this place isn't making a profit, and your poor design choices are the main reason why... Hang on. My poor design choices? Yes, sir. Your design choices. This place has no actual functioning robots. I mean, you brought back that hideous Spring Freddy suit, but... Ugh, it reeks. And since you haven't really hired anyone to wear the bear suit, I've had to wear the suit at birthday parties. Do you realize how hard it is to fit a phone head inside a mascot costume? I can imagine very difficult. I know what a spring lock failure feels like, old man Willikers. No more. Spring lock, schming locks, who cares? We are out of money. I'll try to scrape some dough together so we don't lose the restaurant. We gotta be careful. Do you think you could help out today? Maybe lend a hand since you're here? Sure, why not? Not like I have anywhere else to go. Great. Great. That's actually quite reassuring. I'll go rev up the ovens. You do whatever you want to do. Worry not, phone man. You won't live to regret this. I already do. You do you, old man Willikers. Catch you later, sir. Okay, so... I have to start improving the place just a smidge if I want to survive this. Alright, so... yeah, this is gonna be fun. Anyways, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Landon, the Ultra J Johnson, and welcome back to the Dayshift at Freddy's. Now, last time we were here, we went to Purgatory, if that's what you want to call it. So we went to the flip side, met up with Dave, and we saved a child's soul, which is very surprising for a child killer, to be honest. So, we are back here in our restaurant, which is currently on the verge of bankruptcy. And now we have to get this place all straightened up for what? Like the next day? Next month? Something like that? But before we do that, if you guys don't want to miss out on any more Dayshift at Freddy's, be sure to comment down below. And while you're there, if you don't want to miss out on any more future uploads, be sure to hit that subscribe button, ding that bell, number notifications, and leave a... So let's go ahead and start scrounging up the dining area, maybe? Maybe they left some spare change on the floor. $54 was found. Sweet. Alright, let's see. Search dining until 6 p.m. Let's not do that. Alright, let's go to... Let's leave the dining area. I guess we can go to the safe room. Is there anything new in here, maybe? There's the ugly Freddy. Yeah, I probably should have gotten a different animatronic, not gonna lie. Alright. Oh, I can record training tapes. That's probably very important. Huh. Don't see any training tapes here. Just this one cassette tape that reads, Dave Poor Excuse 7. Let's give it a listen.
So, about the sprinkler training tapes, I sort of misplaced them.
Oh, really?
Into a large fire. Worry not though, about entrepreneur. You can always record your own. I'm sure you know what you're doing. If you don't, and a few employees get broken, who cares? Just buy some new employees.
Oh yeah, just buy new employees, as simple as 1, 2, 3.
Ciao.
Welp. Guess you're gonna have to make some Springlock training tapes or two. Alrighty, I don't usually do recordings, but I can figure it out. Alright. Hi, welcome to Bear. I know, creative name. These are, training tapes that'll, like, help you not die in a bear suit. God, I'm crap-faced right now. Focus, old man Willikers. Okay, without further ado, safety instructions. Springlock suits are suits that, double as animatronics and suits. To put a Springlock suit on, the first step is to, insert a hand crank firmly into the back of the suit. Oh yeah, there are a lot of other options here that could really screw them over. But I kind of want to avoid lawsuits, so let's just go with the safety spec way. If I decide to do a rerun of this game, I'll do more chaotic choices if you want. Alright, so insert a hand crank firmly into the back of the suit. Then you, safely enter the suit, taking care not to nudge the animatronic parts. Right, very important. Don't get the suit wet. That's bad for the spring locks and all sorts of junk. Also, don't flirt with the animatronics. Not in my Christian establishment. Right, one last thing, the most important thing. Never do a flip while wearing a Springlock suit. A metal endoskeleton will reform where your lungs should be. Not gonna lie, I would really believe that. Okay, that's it. Try not to, like, die on the job, okay? That was actually a decent training tape. Stuttering and mumbling aside, of course. That really ought to boost the employee safety rate. Hoorah! Alright, what other areas do I wanna go to? Let's go to the hallway. Let's see what's over here. I can mop the floor, enter the boys' restroom, search the hallway. Let's search the hallway. $17 was found. Sweet. Alright, let's mop the floor. Well, that's the floor thoroughly mopped. What a thrilling hour. Okay, -1 company liability. That's nice. Let's go to the boys' restroom, maybe? Anything interesting in said restroom? I can urinate, yell swear words at the urinal. Don't do that in real life, kids. Actually, kids shouldn't even be watching this, to be honest. Alright, we are in the security office. What stuff can I do? I can call the factory, summon phone guy, boot up the office PC, change the restaurant's choice in music. Yeah, sure, why not? Alright, surprise me. Damn, that sounds familiar. Alright, let's boot up the office PC. Ow! The entire computer is at your disposal. I would hope so. Okay, I can check restaurant reviews. Sure, why not? We can print the good ones out and hang them on the walls. Yeah, that is if there are good ones. We have 3 customer reviews right here. Alright, what's the first? Don't enter. Strong start. I visited Bear with my 3-year-old child today. The place stank of urine. While there, what appeared to be about 9 giant cockroaches or beetles attempted to drag my child into a crack between the wall and floor. Oh, jeez. When my child wouldn't fit through the crack, they tried to lay eggs on... Yeah, I'm not paying for medical bills, just putting it out there. It took 3 adults, one of whom had a rotary phone for a head, I might add, to pry the creatures off my son. I'd give this place a 4 out of 10, honestly. Alright, next review. No robots. I visited Bears with my 8-year-old girl today. Despite having a big fox head above the joint's doors, the place had no robots in it. The only performer was a man with a rotary phone for a head. My child joined in the other children and kicked them to near death. Phony, are you okay over there? My child came home knowing 6 new swear words that night. Frick you, Jack Kennedy. Who the hell is Jack Kennedy? Ah, crap, that one knew my name. Yeah. Might want to lay low for a week or 2. I doubt that's my name. Okay, last one. Dangerous staff. Okay, so, like, seriously? So, I visited with my 7-year-old girl, and almost immediately I got a smell that I can only define as a unique combination of rotting flesh and bleach. Then, what do you know, this phone-headed prick appears out of nowhere, somehow had what I can only presume was some kind of PTSD war flashback. Oh. And he then grabbed a nearby broom as if it were a machine gun, mistakes my child for a Viet Cong soldier, and started screaming 70s-era racial slurs at Phone guy, are you okay over there? Ah, jeez. Maybe also have a word with your phone-headed employee about that review. War flashbacks aren't awfully good for business. Sounds awfully good for business to me. Old man Willikers, your restaurant is the only building in this city that is confirmed to have no rats living in the walls. And how on earth is that a bad thing? Because the scuttlers have eaten them all. I see no issue here. Well, those reviews didn't really turn out all that well. I can check company newsletters, go through some logs. Let's go through some newsletters. Ooh, looky here. Our company newsletter. Perhaps we ought to take a peek? See what the company was up to. Back in the good old days. Yes, I remember the Viet Cong War. Company newsletter. 06/06/85. Re Fazburger. Hello, management here. It has come to our attention that there has been some speculation, bit of a typo there, as to the contents of our burgers over in the Fazburger spin-off locations, and whether or not the company uses human flesh in our burgers. Oh. Scott Hula Hoop Coffin, our company spokesperson, would like to temporarily take a break from his favorite hobby, hula hooping, to speak briefly on the topic. Hi, Scott Hula Hoop Coffin here, spokesperson for Freddy Fazbender's Pizzeria. For those wondering, the reason my name is Scott Hula Hoop Coffin is due to the company replacing my pelvis with a plastic hula hoop, forcing me to constantly play hula hoop with my own pelvis 24/7 to stop the entire rib cage and all my organs from... Oh. You okay, Scotty? Hi, management again. We'd like to specify that once again, all of our meats are sourced from genuine emu meat providers. I know we're lying to customers, telling them that our burgers are made from 100% ground beef, but we wouldn't lie to you guys, would we? Also, rest in peace Scott Hula Hoop Coffin, who sadly stopped hula hooping for a split second and causing his innards to become innards. Thank you for your time, and remember, sweep it under the rug. It's probably fine. Yeah, I'm not so sure about that. Company newsletter, 7/15/85. Status of Arizona location. We at Fazbender Entertainment are committed to several values. Amongst those values are fun, safety, and earning enough money to keep Freddy's fur parasite free. However, one of our most core values would have been our dedication to keeping Foxy the Pirate out of the Grand Canyon. Today, our worst fears were realized. Due to the actions of one employee, Foxy the Pirate was thrown from the cliffs next to our Arizona Freddy's location and is now roaming the Grand Canyon. We would like to remind all staff to remain calm and, above all, demand refunds for any and all upcoming trips to the Grand Canyon. It is no longer safe down there. Foxy has made sure of that. As always, thank you for your time, and remember, sweep under the rug is probably fine. Yeah, sure. Dave was there. Yeah, I kinda got that. I can sense it. Yes, I felt a great disturbance in the force that day, obviously. I think at least a third of the company's issues are because of Dave, you don't say. Here's a precise pie chart summing it all up. Wait, why is my slice so big? And who's the pink guy? Is that supposed to be like the Henry guy Willie was talking about? And how could that little doggy cause so many problems? Oh, come on, I'm hardly 20% of everything that has ever gone wrong. The chart is correct, and you know it. Time for another newsletter, then. Maybe. Alright, what we got? Company newsletter. 11/11/86. Refire. Hi, management here. We would like to remind everyone again that fire is bad. It seems that a handful of you have forgotten that. So, we have updated our fire policy to specify that we at Freddy's are staunchly anti-random fires. Whether those fires be in our restaurants, local oil rigs, or in random parking lots. With that, here is some company propaganda featuring one of our loyal employees, Matt Virginia. Only you can prevent company fires. Wait, how do I backspace? That's fine, no one will notice. Scott. Who the hell is Matt Virginia? Wasn't that simply stellar? Thank you, and remember, sweep under the rug. Unless it's on fire. Looking at Matt makes me wanna burn this place down. You say that about everything. Phone face makes me wanna burn this place down. This suit wanna make me burn the place down. I built this place specifically with ultra flammable materials so I can burn it down with all the horrors of Freddy's burning inside my walls. If I can burn one location down, I can burn them all down. Burn, sucker, burn. Let's just move on to the final newsletter. Yeah, sure, why not? Company newsletter. 11/29/1987. Read the bite. Ooh, juicy. Management here. Okay, time to cut the baloney. Just this once. We understand that the company is currently in a state of panic due to the incident that occurred at our Freddy Fazbender's location. We would like to remind those working for Freddy's, as well as the general public, that nobody has lost their life. The human body can function without a frontal lobe. Unfortunately, that is true. Scott did mention that way back when. Just not very well. With the added controversy comes a new government law forbidding us to set up a new Freddy's location. So, please remain calm as we begin to force half of all company personnel into redundancy immediately. Oof. Don't worry, it'll be just fine. Can't speak for the rest of you, though. Thank you, and remember to smile, because you'll fail your next job interview if you don't. Well, that's the last newsletter. Guess the company didn't really feel the need to write anymore, with half the former staff on fire, pregnant, or literally fucking dead. And to think I saw Freddy's history that day. You didn't just see it, you experienced it. I forget. Did you get bitten, bite someone, or just vaguely influence the event? Don't remember, frontal lobe itchy. Alright, that was, interesting. Let's go through some old company logs, why don't we? This entire episode's gonna be about reading, in case that's not obvious. Today has been a troubling day, to say the least. I awoke from stasis at 6 a.m. and attempted to clean the restaurant. Stasis, what? Are you on a frickin' starship or something? My suspicions of Dave hosting a debaucherous jamboree at the pizzeria the night before were unfortunately confirmed when I was met with an array of discarded paper cups scattered across the pizzeria's floor. I spent the next 4 hours attempting to get the place clean before noon. We were supposed to host a birthday party for a whole horde of shrieking toddlers. Making sure that any of those brats didn't fling themselves off the side of the Grand Canyon is a task in itself, I can assure you. The party began at noon. I was still cleaning during the entire thing. There were ping pong balls in Freddy's mouth. Just as I finished cleaning up all the ping pong balls, I noticed that the paw prints on the floor. Why was there paw prints in a restaurant? Somehow, from what I can gather, someone brought at least 12 German Shepherds into the pizzeria. At the moment, Dave enters the pizzeria, and I spot him smoking near the stage. From the brief moment I laid my eyes on him, I can infer that he was reaching over to put a cigarette in Freddy Fazbender's mouth. I ran over to Dave, fuming. David, I said to the aubergine slacker, if you don't mop those paw prints off the floor in the next 10 minutes, so help me gosh. That's when the hecker decided to reply me with,
That sounds lame, Scott. I don't want to do that.
I thought to myself, so help me John, so help me Scott if he doesn't mop that floor. I stood my ground. If you don't mop that floor within the next 10 seconds, Dave, you're fired forever. Dave didn't take that order very well at all.
I'm not doing that. Only, like the rock, you rotary funk.
At that point, I could contain myself no longer. David Miller, you are fired. Now get out of my restaurant. Dave didn't take that very well either.
Oh yeah, well, watch this. Only.
Dave then ran from the stage into the dining area where Foxy was slumped against the wall. And with that, a frenzied battle cry erupted from the rebellious aubergine warrior.
Pick up the facts. Pick up the facts. Pick up the facts.
And with that, like a plum-colored titan, he latched onto Foxy the pirate and hoisted the Fox animatronic up above his head. I immediately pursued the lavender felon at a breakneck pace. Hey, you! I roared at him, barely containing an ounce of my insatiable rage. Put that heckin' box down. Then the hecker did it. The aubergine scoundrel let out a roar.
Grand Canyon, Grand Canyon, Grand Canyon.
Oh, that's what he was talking about. And with that, he was out the door. Through the window, I witnessed a horrific display. Dave Miller, without a moment of hesitation, threw Foxy the pirate off the nearby ledge into the Grand Canyon. I followed him outside after the callous deed was done and dropped to my knees. I let out a roar. You bastard! You did it! You finally did it! My one love tarnished! I am now alone in this miserable sphere. May death take me soon! Oh, God! Cool it down, man. Then, Dave turned to me.
Hey, wanna get a bite to eat? All of that fast throwing really makes you whip up an appetite.
What the hell is wrong with you, Dave?
Last one to clip hot dog is the rotten eggplant.
And thus, he left me in the dust. A crumpled mess of a phone man. Some nights, in the haze of dim moonlight, I walk out to the Grand Canyon. I can hear him, Foxy the pirate, howling from the depths of the canyon. Not ominous at all. We'll be together again soon, my love. Soon. What is wrong with you, phony? Company note. This model of phone guy was scrapped due to numerous attempts to fling himself over the side of the Grand Canyon, likely in a crude attempt to follow Foxy the Pirate. The company would like to remind you that phone guys are robots and, while lifelike, aren't human. They can't feel genuine feelings like we can, and do not have unique names or memories about past lives or former families. Those problematic behaviors are the result of misprogrammed AI, and Phone Guy 061 can be easily replaced. That got dark real frickin' quick. Phaz log. Location 487, log 39, 03 13 8X. Refailure. It's me, Scott. Today, an employee, one Peter Kennedy, had an accident. Typical enough case. Spring lock failure. Must have slipped or tripped the spring locks. How do you accidentally trip off spring locks? Peter was a decent man, and an even better employee. A case such as his could almost be referred to as an anomaly. He followed the instructions outlined in our company training tapes with the utmost care, even dragged himself to the safe room door. But no further than that. We found him slumped against the door, not long after the incident. I wonder what would possess a man to drag his own body that far and then just stop. I'm stumped. Either way, he's being sent off to the factory tonight. Whoa, hang on. Being sent off to the factory? This is how it is, and how it always has been. I spent a day in the factory, so did my boss, and so did his boss. It's the way it's always been. The joy of creation. Company notes. Phone Guy 1402 was clearly dysfunctional. Sometimes, misprogramming can occur when phone guys are produced. Phone guys have no relation to deceased or missing employees. They do not carry human memories from past lives, no matter how fervently they try to convince you of such things. Fazbender Entertainment is doing its best to deprogram this troubling behavior from photo-headed company personnel. What is wrong with you guys? As of July 1987, PG-1402's location has been shut down, and PG-1402 has been dismantled. Yeah, anyone want to explain the joy of creation part? Next log, 45, 52, 11, 13, 83. Oh god, they just won't stop. God, my ears. I mean, I don't have ears, but ouch. My metaphorical ears. They just keep barking. They've been barking for hours. All it took was for one doggo to start barking and... Oh god, get down from there. Who even designed this location? Where the heck are the company blueprints? Who the hell is Jeremy Fitzgerald, and why did he think that this location would be a good idea? No, please God, don't touch that. Company notes. Never again. That explains that small sliver in the doggo pie chart. Alright, let's check out the last one, which is mostly X'd out. Hey, it's... frick it. I'm cutting the no cursing bullshit. Is my name even Scott? Who am I? Every night I've been plagued with dreams, or perhaps memories, of a small boy looking up at me with eager, grasping eyes. Each nightmare more vivid than the last, each time I see his face more well-defined. Last night, in the dream, I picked him up with my own two arms. He looked into my eyes. I had eyes, and he called me Daddy. Daddy. Who am I? This can't be just a dream. This feels right. I knew this kid. I think this kid was my son. A name keeps entering my head, sometimes when I mop the floors or when I perform maintenance on the bots. Jason. I need to go find him. The others, I see now. The other employees, the ones from the newspapers, who also have phones for heads. They aren't me either. They're like me, but I wonder if they have memories. had families. This broken voice, this piece of shit music box, or voice box, or whatever box, this isn't even my voice. Who the hell even has a phone for a head? I'm a goddamned... Am I Jason? Is that boy Jason? Do I have a son? My son needs me. I'm running away, far from here. I'm going to find Jason. End of log. Yeah, that got dark. Company notes. MDL 5301, as you can see, was clearly dysfunctional when writing this message. Sadly, Fazbender Entertainment was unable to track down phone guy 5301 down, due to the company having very few leads. 5301 is presumed still to be at large. Again, we at Freddy's would like to reaffirm, phone guys bear no connection to deceased or missing employees. No matter how much a phone guy or a family of a deceased employee may wish for it to be so. It's the agony of every tragedy. Those employees are dead and are incapable of coming back. It is easy for humans to get caught up in their emotions, and to project human qualities into our animatronics. While the robots on our stage may appear lifelike, they bear no resemblance to any children, deceased or otherwise. The same goes for our robotic managerial employees. Fazbender Entertainment would like to end our log with a heartfelt request. Anyone with illusions regarding any former deceased employees, please see a grief therapist and get some help. Yeah, I think we can all agree that Freddy Fazbender is just as fricked up. Well, that's all the logs. Ow. Okay, how about we just get phone guy in here real quick?
Hello? Hello, hello?
Yes, I can hear you from like 2 feet away from me, buddy. I made this abundantly clear before. Hey, sir. What can I do for you? Just a few questions. What can you tell me about yourself? Where to begin? Well, I'm an employee of yours, firstly. My head is a black rotary phone, in case you hadn't noticed. No, I was more interested in your tie. Like, that is a very interesting tie. Of course I noticed that your phone was a rotary head. Oh, please. The state of Nebraska can see your head's a phone. Oh, right. I'm an older model. My model is 1401. All phone guys have model numbers, representing the location that they came from and the number of workers that they've been produced by that location. I've had a long life with many tricks and turns. I served in a war, like a few of the other phone guys. I was never married, never had any kids. Side effect of dying relatively young, I guess. Yeah. You were spring-locked, right? I'm gonna assume you were spring-locked. Tell me about your old location. Well, I've worked at quite a few locations. I started out in location 1 in 73 as a day guard. Location 1 was out in Hurricane, Utah. Typical Freddy's joint. After 5 children went missing there, I was transferred to location 14, where, the last location that I worked at was location 32, which I told you about on my first day. Forklift, wall, yeah. After that, I was put on warehouse duty, where I unloaded boxes from the factory. That's where I met Scotty, the company's only phone gal that I know of. She's a real sweetheart, you know that? Sorry. Went off topic. Something you want to tell me, Scott? Tell me about some Freddy's lore. Freddy's lore. Oh, wow. Well, let me tell you, you've come to the right place. I've been working for this company since 73. You could do worse than checking out the company computer over there. Old newsletters, logs, and such galore. Yeah, I'm already familiar. FYI, most of the company issued notes were written by yours truly, since I took over doing that a long time ago. Alright, lore. Did you know that Freddy's name started out as Freddy Bear? We tossed around a ton of potential names for the character. Some idiot even suggested the name Freddy Fazbear. What a moron. Thanks to us, you have the Freddy Fazbender that we all know and love. Our first ever location was built in Hurricane, Utah. Originally, we had 3 characters. Freddy Fazbender, Bonnie the Bunny, and Chica the Chicken. Business boomed at first. Yeah, you want to explain the duck part? Allowing us to come up with a new character on his own little stage. We ended up focusing on testing a character, using all the manager's children. Somehow they ended up with a flying walrus named Reginald who lived in a dumpster and voted libertarian every election. We just decided to pick a cool name and animal and make it a pirate. Turned out to be a very good decision. By the way, did you know that the pirate coves used to have cannons? But after what happened in Montana, yeah, never again. Yeah, I'm not gonna ask. That'll be all, employee. Get back to your employee things. Alright then, I'll be off, sir. See you on the flip side. And just like that, 6 p.m. Okay, is phone guy going to pester me about stuff again? Well, 6 p.m. So, let's have it. Okay. I'm not doing that. What exactly? How much dough you made from your customers today, of course. You did stick around today and help raise money for the restaurant. So, how much have you made? I made $340 whole dollars. You made 340? Hey, that's not bad. It's actually a good thing that you decided to stop and help me today then. Thank you, sir. Don't mention it. Combined with your 340, we now have 590. Sweet. Okay, here, sir. Here's what we made today, minus company deductions. Well, that's it for the night. I'll see you on the flip side, sir. Still think there's something relating to that. Today was an alright first day. You helped your employee work the day shift and earned a considerable amount of money for your efforts. Today brought you right back to your glory days. To those late afternoons, bent over in a sweaty bear suit. To your time with Dave. Putting nostalgia aside, today wasn't as large of a failure as it could have been. Phone guy leaves the restaurant and you decide that's time to lock up. You leave through the window and say goodnight to Freddy's. Tomorrow is another day. Finally. You've returned. There's no company tapes left to guide you through your remaining duties and responsibilities. You're completely alone here. At least, you hope you are. It's time to get to searching. These robots aren't going to salvage themselves. Oh, we're doing more salvaging. That went well last time. Why not do it again this time? Alright, I'm gonna look around and I'll pop in when I find something interesting. Oh, hey, Foxy, how's it going? You don't look so good. Foxy the pirate seems to be broken down for once. You'd swear that he was left relatively untouched by time if it wasn't for the fact that he's clearly missing a leg. I'll salvage him. What could possibly go wrong? Would you like to commit to salvaging Foxy? Salvaging an old robot increases your liability rate. But it's so cheap though. It's free actually. I'm not gonna say no to a free robot. I have what I came for. Let's head back home. Very well. What's done is done. You say goodbye to the Freddy's Hurricane location for the last time and leave for the door, since this place is windowless for whatever reason. What happened? Wait, the door is locked. That's impossible. This is the same door you used to get inside. Oh. Oh no.
Why, hello there, old friend.
Uh-oh.
Aren't you gonna turn around?
No. Hi, Springtrap.
Look who it is. Sportsy. I knew you'd come back. I knew I could find you.
Hey, Willie, how's it going?
Sportsy,
Dave?
I've seen better days. Sportsy. Come on, closer, old sport.
No thanks. I can smell you from here.
It's been so long, and my eyes haven't been so hot. These past few decades,
I'm surprised you even have eyes.
maggots fucking love human eyeballs. Who would have known?
Listen, you should be dead by now. This isn't right. You're suffering.
The past always comes back to bite you, doesn't it? You of all people should know that. I waited for so long to see you again. I waited here for you for over 30 years.
30 years, wow.
People in a dark room over 30 years ago thought they could just sort up their problems. What? Someone tore down the planks and took me with them to a cheesy horror attraction. It was an okay hit for a while. Campy prompts, reheated pizza. What? One thing was missing. You. Every night, I searched the halls at that maze, looking for you. Being led around by the old glass of that plastic balloon Kremlin. I thought you had to come back eventually, right? You always come back.
That's usually what I say about you,
What?
bud.
You didn't. Eventually, the place caught on fire for no fucking reason and burned down. They sold pieces away at an auction, but couldn't find a home for me. How familiar. So, I found my home. I spent 30 years in that safe room, without a speck of light near me. I thought Sporty would have busted me out by now. He must have finally kicked the bucket for good.
Well, if we want to get technical, I kinda did.
But then, what do I read in the paper?
You get paper over here?
The new Freddy's is now open for business. It had to be you. You had come back and called me to you.
Not intentionally.
You always come back. I knew you wouldn't leave me. Let's go home, Sportsy.
No thanks. I'm good. I own a restaurant now, Willie. I can't take you home.
That's no problem. Sportsy, take me back with you. I can help you run the show. Hide bodies, eat your backs.
We're not killing kids, bud.
See, I'm useful. It'll be just like old times. Take me with you.
You become a monster, Dave.
Don't say that, old sport. I'm still a person. I just look different now, is all.
I think I would use the term undead zombie. How about we just, make like the Wellerman and take our leave and go, if you know what I mean. Let's just run.
Come back, old sport. Don't run away.
Bye-bye, David.
Leave me alone here.
If you guys liked today's video, be sure to hit that subscribe button, ding that bell so you never miss notifications, and leave a like if you enjoy. And also, comment down below more of the game I just played, or more games from other gaming platforms like Steam, itch.io, Game Jolt. Just comment down below what game you want me to play, or even link it. I don't know if you can link stuff in the comment section, but I guess we'll find out, won't we? Anyways, if this was a horror game, I'm gonna go change my pants real quick. At least the future me, not current me, I promise. Anyways, my name is Landon, the Ultra J Johnson, and I will see you all next time.